Well, grab your handy-dandy notebook and sit right down in your thinking chair because we're talking to someone that makes children's television magic.
One of them is a little show that you may have heard of, the Peabody Award-winning series Blue's Clues.
Hi. You know, I'm so thankful you're here. Because when you're here, we just get so happy. So, thank you for coming. You know, we're having a big dinner tonight to celebrate.
Not Steve!
Yes, if you're a millennial, a Gen Zer, or a parent who raised kids from either generation, you know this show. The woman behind it is Angela Santomero. She's also the creator of Daniel Tiger.
Stop it.
Yes.
I mean, come on, two heavy hitters. And if that's not enough, Angela has a new book out. It's called Life Clues, Unlocking the Lessons to an Exceptional Life. Angela Santomero, welcome to New York Living.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So, such a legend in the, I remember my nieces and then my own children and me watching with them.
Yes.
So, thank you for making this book. It's for adults, though.
It is.
What was the conventional wisdom that led you to that?
Because I feel all of the research, all of the strategies, everything that we put into everything that we make for kids TV, we still need it as adults. My adult children need the little strategies for disappointment and for anger, and it's just a good reminder about how to bring a little bit more joy into our lives.
This is amazing. And I always find that in children's shows, I feel like they're created for the kids, but you know that the parent's going to be watching.
If we have to suffer through it, then give us a.
So
give
there's
us
always a little
you
Easter egg or a nugget, if you will, in there for the adults. So in your book, can you share with us just one little clue that we are going to read about?
You know, the idea that you can use your mind and take a step at a time. You can do anything that you want to do. Give a little research behind that, why we believe in that, why the resilience and persistence is key. And then that nurturing our inner child, that perspective of wonder, curiosity, why do we stop smelling the roses, all of those things that just kind of turn a little things around.
Angela, did you always know you wanted to work in the children's space in television or books or?
I did. I was a huge Mr. Rogers fan, so I think from that 4-year-old stage, I still knew that I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't necessarily know if I wanted to do something, but I loved Mr. Rogers, and as I grew up, I wanted to do.
And we heard that you were so lucky to meet
I did.
one Mr. Rogers. What was that experience
It is
like?
amazing. I cried, you know.
Oh my
He's like,
gosh.
I can't
of
imagine.
course.
How did that happen? Did
You
he
know.
seek you out? He was like, who is this? This is
Blue's
Angela.
Clues, Blue's Clues had started, and I was talking about Fred being the original, right, the icon. And so I got to meet him, and he said, "I'm so proud of you. I see all of the child development in that show." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, it was amazing." And then we became friends and chatted, and that's how I got to do Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
Now you've got him on speed dial and all the rest. So I was curious to know that Blue's Clues was your first big break. What else were you working on, and who would dare say no to you?
I was doing child development. I was in the research department. I did a ton of research with kids and with parents and child development, all of that. And Nickelodeon wanted a game show. And so Blue's Clues, it was a game show in disguise, right?
Yes, I see that. Another interesting fact about Blue's Clues, we hear that Blue was originally maybe going to be a cat.
Oh my
Blue was a
gosh.
cat. That was devastating when we heard we couldn't have a cat. And then Tracy, my co-creator, drew Blue as a puppy, and we were like, all right, we're back. There we go.
It's so interesting. I'm happy he's a dog.
I'm happy he's a doctor. Were they like, this isn't going to sell? That wasn't doing well with the sample audience?
With a cat.
Oh,
so
okay.
Blue, being a girl, and made her blue still, and have her be
I
a
love
puppy.
that. All those years ago, there was a blue girl puppy.
That's right.
Look at you.
I'm curious because you were doing the voice of Blue. Bring me to the writer's room when you were like, all right, what's the voice of Blue going to be? And people came in trying to be Blue, and then someone said, no, she's not going to have a voice.
It's my co-creator. We're like, who can bark? Who can bark? We're doing a pilot, right? At the pilot, you're Scrappy, and she's like, I can bark, and and we were like, all right, that's it. And then forever, we thought we would, replace her with an actress, but we fell in love with her, and it's her favorite part of the job. She does everything else on the show, but that's her favorite part of the job.
Okay, so the voice of Blue is your co-creator.
Exactly.
And at the audition, she's like, me.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh my God! I'm gonna look at this thing a completely different way now. I love it.
Me too, because I haven't thought about Blue's Clues in so many years, and then we heard you're coming on the show, and it was just like the floodgates opened up, and salt and pepper and paprika when they had the baby and all the clues.
Yep.
I mean, you're a parent, so you have two children. What does it mean for you in that sense, and just also outside of being a parent, knowing that you pretty much raised a large part of America's youth?
Oh, stop. I can't cry. It's amazing. You know, we just keep our head down, we do our work, and we love it so much. But I love hearing the stories. I love seeing kids watch it when they're like on their iPads next to us on the train or something.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
it.
they're still
Are you
watching
not
it.
like, dude, that was me?
I've done it a couple times, but sometimes it can come off a little like, I'm sorry, what?
Oh my gosh. So you obviously met Fred Rogers, and was he the inspiration for Daniel Tiger? How did
He
that?
was to promote his legacy. They said after he died, they said he doesn't like very much of what's on television, but he loves Blue's Clues. So what would you do to promote his legacy? And I was like, give me a minute, let me think about that. And Daniel Tiger was born from that. That was his original first puppet, and then we animated Daniel Tiger.
Oh my
an
gosh, that's
undertaking.
right. I totally remember Daniel Tiger.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow,
my
I was
favorite.
today years old
See,
when I
now
made
the
that
floodgates have-
realization.
that was a
Holy
switch flipping.
smokes.
Yeah.
What was that like for you? No big deal.
Oh my God. I don't think I could give out that script for a couple of months because I was so afraid, you know, of like, oh, I have to honor this legacy. But there's so much love in it. There are little nods of love all the way through for all of us huge fans of Fred.
Wow, unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
The book is out, Life Clues for adults. Or you know what, read it to your kid. Why not?
Maybe. There's something for everybody.
There is, it's true. It's for all of us. It's these little tools that we have in our toolbox that we could always take out and remember to bring us a little bit more joy.
Everything always goes back to being a kid.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Be childlike.
Exactly.
Thank
Exactly.
you so much.
Thank you.
We enjoyed every minute of it.
So nice to meet you, Angela. Thank you for coming by.
The book, by the way, Life Clues, is available for a pre-order, and pub day is February
6th.
That's next week.
That's Tuesday.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic.
I love it.
There it is.